The impact of virtual reality in Africa, basically, if you look at education as a whole, overcoming the barriers of language, literacy to some extent, to a huge extent actually, where you would necessarily get people who are not that well educated, but through virtual reality and even augmented reality, you're able to give them the basics of being active basically in any sector. And that is huge because they get to become players in the economy. They can develop their own livelihoods. And when we're talking education in terms of science, technology, engineering, and maths, and I have a clear example where we're trying to explain SI units to kids in primary grade 5s. And by the end of it, where we were worried about how they'd actually grasp the more complicated scientific explanations, you had these 7-year-olds, 5th graders saying, "Why didn't you say so in the first place?" So it actually just goes to show you the extent to which it bridges language barriers and even explaining and making simple quite complicated concepts. And for Africa, I find that we've been lagging quite a way behind in terms of catching up to the first world. And if you think of how this can upscale knowledge access, because we are in a knowledge economy, we are in a race for knowledge economies. So that can basically, it can allow us to leapfrog into the present, if not into the future at all.